So in my bank I have 16,500 mahogany logs. It's time to turn them into planks. The way I'm going to do that is by using the plank make spell, which if you've used it before, you know you have to click on each log individually. It's not like alching where you can just have a stack and continuously click on it. You have to click on log by log. So I'm going to have to click on the plank make spell and the log 16,500 times. This is going to be exciting. There's 89 magic. Obviously we started doing this at 88. We've done about 1,000 planks or so. It's taken like 30-40 minutes I think. So in the inventory you can see I've done like 10,000 planks, and I haven't done it all at once. I actually done it a lot for one day, then I didn't do it for like a week because I just had other things to do, like making other videos. So the clips you've seen before this were actually like a week old, and now I'm going to go finish it off. So what I want to do is time it, because it isn't something I've done in the past. After making 10,000 planks, I still didn't really know how much you could do in an hour, what the XP rates could be per hour, the money making per hour, things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a timer. I'm going to time me doing it for 1 hour, hard focusing on it, not using mouse keys. I haven't used mouse keys a single time in making all these planks, and I won't in the future either. So yeah, I'm going to be doing it for 1 hour, hardcore focused, just to see how much we can do in an hour. Eyo, we got 91 magic during it. And here is the final inventory of the hour. I think I'll just go over by a couple of seconds. Let's see. Yep, we will be over by a few seconds, maybe like 5 or 10 seconds or something. But this is an accurate estimation. An accurate estimation? Does that make sense? Probably not. But this is like a sort of accurate reading as to how much planks you can make in 1 hour. So we started the hour with exactly 6,000 logs. And I finished the hour with 4,200 logs. So what I'm going to do is subtract. We done 1,700 planks in 1 hour. 1,713. So what I want to do now is calculate how much XP we can make in 1 hour. Regardless of which log you're turning into a plank, you will get 90 experience per cast. So the amount of planks I done times 90 is 154k magic experience per hour. So what I want to do now is take out the inputs for this single hour, how much runes I used, how much money I used, how much logs I used, put them in the price checker to see how much it costs in total, and compare it to the price of the mahogany logs in the price checker. Now this information isn't entirely accurate because the Grand Exchange price guides on the regular old school client aren't very accurate in general. So this is the amount of GP I need to enter. That's the amount of GP I used for the amount of planks crafted in a single hour. That is 3.3 mil for 150k magic XP. That was the cost. Now let's find out what the output is. What is the amount of profit we can make, if any? So 3.3 mil compared to all the mahogany planks, basically 3.5 mil, 10k off 3.5 mil. So from 3.3 mil to 3.48 mil, that's what? Let's get an accurate number here. That's 158k per hour as a money maker. Okay, the money making potential isn't insane when doing this. It isn't a money making method you should do if you're simply looking for money. However, as a way to train magic, not only do you get 150k XP per hour or more, you also make money doing it. That's pretty impressive. According to the Wikipedia, you can alch about 1,200 items per hour for a total of about 80k magic XP per hour. So this is way better than alching, and it also makes you money, whereas alching doesn't always make you money. If you leave offers in the Grand Exchange long enough, or you find like a very unique item or an item that not many people know about or are alching, you can make profit. But for the most part, if you're buying your nature runes, if you're buying the thing you're alching from the Grand Exchange, you're typically always running either break evenly, like you're just not making profit but you're not losing money, or you're always losing money. Very rarely do you find cases where you're actually making decent GP. So in the case of plank make versus high alchemy, which is the sort of go-to magic training method for very casual players like myself, plank make is way better. The only difference is that you have to bank, because typically when you're alching you have noted items, and you have to click on items in different slots in your inventory, compared to alching where you could just have your mouse in the same place and just click over and over again. You actually have to move the mouse, which in comparison, for an extra almost 100k XP per hour and GP per hour, I do actually like the plank make as a magic trading method. It is worth knowing that this isn't the best magic XP in the game. I do believe that ice barraging maniacal monkeys in the monkey madness areas is still better. but it does require 94 magic, whereas plank make requires 86 magic and the completion of the lunar quest, I think lunar diplomacy and dream mentor. So it is a good way to bridge the gap between 86 magic and 94 magic if you're going for a lot of XP. I've still got 4,287 logs to plank make, so I guess we should begin working on that. That's it, the madness is finally over. We just plank made 16,500 planks from mahogany logs to mahogany planks. My hand now looks like that guy's hand out of Scary Movie 2 because I've got crippling arthritis now. Not really, it wasn't actually that bad because I didn't do it in long increments. I'd done it in short bursts of maybe like 30 minutes to an hour, and because I'd done a 1 hour test of how much I typically do in a single hour session, which equaled to 1700, it has taken me 10 hours to do this amount of planks. So in 10 hours I made 16,500 planks. Let's crunch some numbers, let's see how much XP I gained, how much GP I gained. So I bought the inputs on the Grand Exchange just to get an updated cost, and the total cost of 16.5k mahogany logs was 5.9 mil. The total cost of 16.5k nature runes is 3.4 mil. The total cost of 33k astral runes needed for the spell is 4.9 mil. And the amount of GP you need per cast is 17.3 mil. The total input cost was 31.65 million GP. And the output, the result of that, was 1.5 mil magic experience alongside 1.8 to 2 mil profit. But with the 16.5k planks I got after doing it for 10 hours, I'm going to instead turn that into construction experience, which would result in 2.4 million construction XP. So for me it's 31.6 mil for 1.5 mil magic XP and 2.4 mil construction XP, and I saved just under 2 mil GP by doing that. If I bought the plank straight up, it would have cost me like 3.3 or 3.4 mil, so I decided to save some GP and get some magic experience out of it. I went from 88 magic to 91, almost 92 magic. I also decided to run the numbers for the lower tier planks. If you were to do Teak logs into Teak planks using plank make for 1 hour, making 1.7k planks in 1 hour, you would lose 400k per hour. The result obviously being the same amount of magic experience I got for doing 1700 mahogany logs. The XP doesn't change per tier of plank, but you lose 400k instead of making 150k. If you're to do it for oak logs, you lose 500k GP. So the lower you go, the more money you lose. So mahogany logs are profitable and are the only profitable log to plank using plank make. And that's it for this video. I haven't ever heard anyone talking about this spell because I just don't think a lot of people want to do the task of clicking on the plank make spell then clicking on a log over and over again for the amount of times that you have to do, because in reality it is a little bit crappy. But if you bear with it, listen to music, even watch a video during it, because you can sort of, as long as the video isn't like a movie that you have to sort of hard focus on, it is possible, it isn't too boring, and I wouldn't recommend doing it in long periods of time or for long bursts. It's good XP, it gives you some GP, it's profit, so you're making money even if it isn't a lot. I like it, that's why I figured I'd share it with you guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a comment and or a rating as it helps out the video and the channel, and consider checking out the Patreon page. Thanks for watching, hopefully I'll see you guys next time.